Part 96. Super God System becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 951. Tap. Tread. Tread. As soon as the Hell Messenger came in, the crowd around him couldn't help but take a few steps back, almost instinctively not wanting to get too close to this person. Ha ha ha, what a bunch of trash, just like those weak ants. The Hell Messenger glanced around and laughed proudly. Are you Chu Wei? The Hell Messenger looked at the young man who was still sitting on the table. Chu Wei still didn't raise his eyes, looked at his palms and said, if you weren't blind, you should know who I am. Or are you retarded? You know who I am and you still ask. The originally proud eyes of the Hell Messenger suddenly turned gloomy. I really can't believe that you dare to speak like this when facing me. I really don't know where you got the courage. His reputation as the messenger of hell has spread all over the world, and when most people see him, they feel like they are seeing a devil. How dare you say that in front of you? Haha, you don't even look in the mirror. Who do you think you are? I really don't know what qualifications a trash like you has to show off like this in front of me. In terms of strength, you are only in the realm of an emperor. I think of the six-eyed earth dragon Senior Chu Wei has seen, the 8 great generals under the Sci-Fi star throne, and the god general Yan Zhenjun. Which of these people is capable of being a little thing like you? Comparable. Even if you put aside these first-class people, even the bishop of Chengtian sect is much better than you. I have met many big people. Ask yourself, what can you do to show off in front of me, and why do I dare to talk to you like this? In fact, you are considered a. Chu Wei's words were merciless, and the people around him were stunned for a moment. On the opposite side, the Hell Messenger's eyes became darker and darker, but he couldn't find anything to refute. Yes, the young man sitting in front of him may not be as high as himself, but he has met more people than the big shots he has met. It can be said that the other party's vision is even higher than his. But then the Hell Messenger smiled gloomily. He is really a sharp-tongued boy, but so what if he has met so many people? Everyone you know is not here now, and no one can protect you today. Even if you know the King of Heaven, you will die in my hands today. There are many people who have said this to me, but they all died in my hands. Chu Wei's tone was still calm. Ha ha ha, really? Then I will let you experience what it feels like to die at the hands of others today. The Hell Messenger stopped talking. His body shook, and violent spiritual energy fluctuations began to be released. Boom. 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 His spiritual energy fluctuations were like a big river, very turbulent, and layers of spiritual energy fluctuations enveloped everything in the entire building. Crack. 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 Several chairs and tables in the hall were the first to be unable to withstand this wave of spiritual energy, and actually became fragments. Ah! There were spectators around who covered their ears and began to wail in pain. Blood flowed out of their ears. The pressure of the spiritual energy from the realm of the Hell Messenger Emperor directly caused the blood in their bodies to flow backwards. It hurts. My ears. Ah! My nose is bleeding. It's so painful, please spare my life. I'm dying. The surrounding spectators were lying on the ground and wailing in pain. This powerful spiritual pressure made them miserable. But this is because the target of the Hell Messenger's oppression is not them, but the young man sitting on the table opposite. Otherwise, the fluctuation of spiritual energy alone would be enough to compress their bodies into a pile of meat paste. Super God System becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 952. Do you only know how to stare and use useless tricks like this? Chu Wei was still sitting on the table with a calm expression. At the same time, he released his own spiritual energy fluctuations to envelope Jin Mo so that she would not be affected. What's going on with this kid? The Hell Messenger's eyes narrowed, and he was slightly surprised. His spiritual energy pressure could not crush the opponent to death when facing an ordinary king. But it can definitely make the opponent feel like a mountain is pressing down on them, and it will give the opponent a breathless sense of oppression in terms of momentum. But the young man in front of him didn't have anything wrong at all. It's really not easy for this kid to survive being targeted by two major forces. The Hell Messenger slowly put away his arrogance. He was not an arrogant fool like the branch chief. On the contrary, he was a cautious person. Humph, Chu Wei smiled disdainfully when he saw this, and with a wave of his hand, a powerful spiritual energy actually broke the pressure on the scene. I think that when Chu Wei merged with the burning fire, he didn't give in when faced with Xinna's mountain-like energy fluctuations. This Hell Messenger wanted to use the spiritual energy fluctuations to make Chu Wei surrender. It can only be said that he didn't understand Chu Wei very well. 4. If the pressure of the spiritual energy fluctuations is not much different between the two, the competition is actually about whose momentum is more determined. If the king's realm exerts the pressure of spiritual energy fluctuations on a strong king's realm, and the king's realm is invincible, then he will feel that the opponent's momentum is too strong, and he will feel that he is not an opponent from the bottom of his heart. But if a strong man in the realm of kings is determined enough and must fight the opponent bloodily, then this sense of pressure from the momentum will have almost no effect. And Chu Wei's momentum was so firm and domineering, the pressure of the opponent's spiritual energy fluctuations was naturally useless to him. What a great young man! The Lord of Tianhuan City on the side looked at the young man who was still sitting on the table and admired it with his eyes. Both he and the other party were in the realm of kings. However, when facing the spiritual pressure of the Hell Messenger before, he could not resist at all in his heart, but this young man's momentum directly broke the Hell Messenger's spiritual pressure. From this point of view, the pressure of the Hell Messenger not only failed to suppress the young man, but on the contrary, the young man's momentum frightened the Hell Messenger, and only then was the spiritual energy fluctuation broken. It is really rare for a person at a low level to break through the pressure of a high level. It seems I really need to stretch my limbs, the Hell Messenger chuckled. I think you want to have your hands and feet broken. Chu Wei's tone was still light. Ha ha ha, kid, everyone says you are crazy. You are indeed the craziest person I have ever met. I have killed countless people in my life, and I am a strong man at the 5th level of the Majesty. I'll see how you break my hands and feet. The expression of the Hell Messenger changed, and his body was surrounded by dark superpowers. This superpower was very strange, sometimes turning into human faces, and sometimes turning into ferocious beasts. Anyone who doesn't want to die, leave. The Lord of Tianhuan City shouted loudly, the Hell Messenger is about to take action, and there are still many spectators here. Although they were tortured to death by the Hell Messenger's pressure, they did not really die. If the Hell Messenger really takes action, if these people are still here, they will definitely die. Go quickly, go quickly. Whoosh whoosh. The surrounding crowd left quickly, obviously knowing that staying to watch the show would lead to death. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Xu Xiangzike. Chapter 953. Are you at the 5th level of the Emperor? It seems that it will take some effort to deal with you. Chu Wei stood up. The opponent was an opponent at the 5th level of the Emperor. It would be difficult to deal with him based on his current strength alone. Chu Wei needs to enter the realm of the Emperor first before he can rely on his own strength to deal with this Hell Messenger. As for the big trick of blank cards, Chu Wei would naturally not use it on such a small character as the Hell Messenger. It seems it's time to put those spiritual jade coins on me to use. Chu Wei only has 650 spiritual energy crystals left to enter the realm of the Emperor. Chu Wei has more than 200,000 spiritual jade coins. The spiritual energy contained in such a huge number of spiritual jade coins is enough for Chu Wei to enter the realm of the emperor. Chu Wei has never done this before, so it is because Lingyu coins are a kind of currency, which are used for eating and staying in hotels. It will be much more convenient to keep them with you. But now, there is no need to keep it. How about just letting me do the work for you, Chu Wei? A disdainful voice suddenly came from outside the building, and then a middle-aged man in yellow clothes walked in. His clothes have the two characters Chengtian on them, and he is a member of the Chengtian sect. It turns out to be the Huang protector of the Chengtian section. I heard that this Chu Wei has a huge grudge against your section. Since you have spoken, I will give it to you. Although the Hell Messenger said this, he was thinking to himself, this boy named Chu always feels weird, so let this stupid guardian take the lead. Anyway, as long as Chu Wei is dead, I can still get what I deserve at the headquarters. Credit. Moreover, you can also give Cheng Tianjiao some face, so why not do it? That's good. Then please ask the Hell Messenger to stand aside and watch how I, Protector Huang, destroy this little thief who insulted my Chengtian sect. Chu Wei raised his eyes and glanced at the Huang protector. Through his keen perception, Chu Wei felt that the Huang protector was the same as the science fiction city branch chief he killed a few days ago. Their strength is approximately at the level 1 of the emperor. Chu Wei glanced at the Hell Messenger. The Hell Messenger was obviously much stronger than Protector Huang, but he chose to step aside at this moment. It seemed that he wanted to watch himself and Protector Huang fight first. First determine your own strength and trump cards. As long as you cannot pose a threat to him, he will definitely kill you as soon as possible. Not only is this guy not weak, he is also very cunning. And this Protector Huang is obviously a brainless guy. Doesn't he know that the head of the science fiction city branch who was similar to him not long ago has died in his own hands? However, Protector Huang may have arrived at the right time. He is also a master in the Imperial realm, and he may have resources such as 6th level elixirs in his storage space. When the time comes, kill him first to seize the resources, then advance to the next level, and then kill the Hell Messenger. This way, you can keep your Ling Jade coins. Chu Wei had a perfect idea in his mind. The Ling Jade coin had always been regarded by Chu Wei as a symbol of his sudden wealth. Chu Wei really didn't want to use the Ling Jade coin for cultivation unless he had to. He even wants to use the Ling Jade coins as rewards. He can reward anyone who enjoys eating, walking, etc. in the hotel. He believes that this is the true value and use of Lingyu coins. Chu Wei, you used tricks to kill the protector and deputy leader of our Chengtian section. I will kill you today to let the world know that our Chengtian sect is not someone to be trifled with. Protector Huang has golden hair just like the Lion King. His hair was surrounded by golden lightning, and he was full of momentum. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiang ZK. Chapter 954. Haha. The Red Protector and the deputy leader of your Chengtian sect clearly died at the hands of Zhaoju, the first genius of your Chengtian sect. You are really sick, and you actually put this bloody case on my head, Chu Wei said lightly. Don't quibble, Zhaoju is a genius of my Chengtian sect. How could he do such a thing? You really did it but dare not admit it, but it doesn't matter, you can't escape death today. Huang Protector certainly knew that Chu Wei didn't kill those people, but their Chengtian sect must put these crimes on Chu Wei's head. Because if people knew that it was Zhaoju who betrayed his teacher and killed his elders, if this was spread out, the good reputation of Chengtian sect for 100 years would be ruined. After all, it is not a glorious thing to teach a traitor who betrayed his teacher and destroyed his ancestors. And Chu Wei was going to be killed anyway, so it was nothing for Chengtian sect to decide to add another crime to Chu Wei. Forget it, none of you Chengtian sect people are good. Since you said I should kill your guardian, let's start with you. The spiritual energy in Chu Wei's body began to circulate, and his momentum reached its peak. Chu Wei, are you stupid? Do you think this is still the battlefield of the gods? Do you think that we, as powerful people in the Emperor realm, will be suppressed to the King realm by the rules? I tell you, this is not the battlefield of the gods. You, a person in the King realm, are nothing in our eyes. Huang Hufa turned to the Hell Messenger and said, "You don't have to do anything, let me take care of him alone." The Hell Messenger smiled slightly, "Okay. Okay." The Hell Messenger stepped aside with an inexplicable smile on his face. It seems that Huang Hufa didn't know that Chu Wei had killed the branch director who was also in the Emperor Level 1 realm. But it's okay. It always sounds incredible that a person in the King realm can defeat a person in the Emperor realm. I just watched from the side. See what Chu Wei is capable of. If Chu Wei is really capable, even if he kills Huang Hufa, it won't be a loss to me. I've told you my fortune. You are such a fool. You are destined not to live long. Seeing that Huang Hufa wanted to fight him, Chu Wei smiled. This person was too uninformed. It seemed that he didn't know that he had killed someone in the Emperor realm. Really? I'll tell you my fortune too. You will definitely die earlier than me, today. Give me your life. Huang Hufa moved his body, and with golden lightning all over his body, he went towards Chu Wei. Chu Wei knew that the spiritual energy of the Emperor realm was strong. He didn't fight hard at the moment. He directly summoned the devouring ability and turned it into a tentacles to directly block the opponent. At the same time, Chu Wei summoned the abilities of several other life forms to protect Jin Mo'er. Although the devouring ability is known to be invincible in a large realm, it is not enough for me, a strong man in the Emperor realm. Huang Hufa's body was surrounded by lightning, and the big hand formed by the devouring ability was directly electrocuted away. The Emperor is really different. The eyes of the city lord of Tianhuan City, who was also in the King realm, were shocked. The spiritual energy of the Emperor realm is too abundant, and the power in the body is several times that of the King realm. The most important thing is that the Emperor realm has an area called domain around it. This is the most terrifying place for the Emperor realm. The domain can be regarded as a range of about 10 meters around the Emperor. In this range, the Emperor can arbitrarily extract the spiritual energy in the space for defense or attack. Although the range of this domain is only 10 meters around, but in the range of 10 meters, the Emperor's defense can reach dozens of times its own, and the attack is also. The Emperor has such a powerful increase in the domain, which is why there is a rumor in the world that the King realm cannot beat the Emperor realm. Even if you have the devouring ability in the top 13 of the superpower list, you can't break the defense of the domain. Golden Thunder 13 Swords. Huang Hufa began to attack, and he waved his hand casually, and the golden lightning turned into 13 golden swords. Super God System becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 955. Chu Wei had seen this skill before when he dueled with Zhao Ju in front of 100,000 disciples of Chengtian section at that time. Zhao Ju used the fire ability to perform this move. Today, Huang Hufa used the lightning ability to perform this move. Go! Golden lightning swords flew towards Chu Wei one after another, and it seemed that the swords would disappear in front of him in the blink of an eye. Not bad, but I've seen people faster than you. Chu Wei waved his hand lightly, and the engulfing ability formed a wall to block all the lightning swords. Just now I just lured you to block, this move is the killer move. Huang Hufa's voice suddenly appeared on the left side of Chu Wei, and at the same time he held a golden longsword in his hand, swung it horizontally, and wanted to cut Chu Wei in half. The powerful sword energy attached to the golden longsword had already cut all the tables, walls, machines, and other items around Chu Wei in about 10 meters before it cut Chu Wei. The opponent's attack came too fast, so Chu Wei had to use the engulfing wall to block it. It's useless. I'm close this time. You can't stop me. Huang Hufa's longsword slashed directly on the wall. The swallowing wall that could block more than 10 long swords before could not resist this sword. This sword directly cut through the wall and slashed on Chu Wei's shoulder. Blood splattered everywhere. Chu Wei was directly slashed more than 10 meters by the huge force, and the wall of the entire building was knocked through, and he crashed directly into the road outside. Chu Wei. Jin Moer followed him out. Chu Wei stood up from the road. At this moment, his body was covered with a layer of red dragon scales. Just when the opponent's long sword was about to hit him, Chu Wei had already activated the half-dragon body constitution. But even with the red dragon scales, Chu Wei still felt that the opponent's long sword was too powerful. Boom! With a loud bang, a huge golden sword energy flashed from the restaurant where Chu Wei and others were waiting just now. This sword energy directly split the entire restaurant in two. Then Huang Hufa's figure walked out from inside. How is it? Do you feel the power of the Emperor? Huang Hufa smiled. At the same time, the long sword was swung again, and another sword energy was swung out, flattening another building on the left. The huge building collapsed on the street, smashing up smoke and dust. Huang Hufa was showing his power as an emperor. The sword energy he swung out could destroy the entire city. The Hell Messenger and the Lord of Tianhuan City also came over. The Hell Messenger saw the scene of destruction and smiled. He himself is a person who likes destruction. Seeing this scene, he will be inexplicably excited. Let the destruction come more violently. The Lord of Tianhuan City frowned slightly. This is the city under his jurisdiction. Such casual destruction is really because Huang Hufa and others do not take him, the city lord, to heart. He clenched his fists behind his back, but he was helpless. At the same time, he glanced at Chu Wei. The gap between the king realm and the emperor realm is really too big. Even if he has the devouring power, he can't turn the tide of the battle. The body shook, and heat appeared on Chu Wei's wound, and the injured place began to heal. The attack just now made Chu Wei truly see the domain power of the emperor. Killing the head of the science fiction city branch a few days ago was really a victory of wisdom. The opponent didn't even have time to use the power of the domain. When the 13 golden swords attacked at a long distance just now, Chu Wei could easily block it, but when the opponent attacked at close range with the golden sword, the opponent's attack force instantly increased dozens of times. This is the power of the domain. As long as you enter the 10-meter range of the opponent, that range is his domain. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Super God System becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Xu Xiangzike. Chapter 956. How is it? Do you feel despair? Even if you have the ability to devour, what can you do? In the face of such a huge gap in strength, you will only die. Huang Hufa slowly walked to the opposite side of Chu Wei. His tone was calm, as if he had determined that Chu Wei, who was famous on the earth, was just like this with this blow just now. Despair? You are not worthy of saying such things to me. Chu Wei's footsteps shook, and the spiritual energy in his body circulated wildly. Puff! 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 3 sounds, 4 arms grew on Chu Wei's back. The 4 arms were pitch black, and there were golden flame-like runes on the arms, which was the Shura style among the 3 styles. The Shura style reappeared, and Chu Wei's aura increased a lot at this moment, and the whole person's strength increased several times in an instant. A layer of air waves instantly hit the surroundings, blowing several cars around continuously backwards. The power increased several times in an instant. This should be the heaven-level martial arts that Chu Wei mastered, so strong. Although the city lord of Tianhuan City in the distance was also a strong man in the king realm, when facing Chu Wei, he thought he was not even 1/10,000th as good. Heaven-level martial arts, it's really a good thing, if this martial arts can fall into my hands. The Hell Messenger next to the Lord of Tianhuan City looked at Chu Wei and began to show greedy eyes. Heaven-level martial arts, this is definitely the rarest resource on the entire earth. What a powerful force it is, a person can rely on martial arts to instantly increase his strength several times. Even if you have heaven-level martial arts, so what? You are still just a person in the king realm. Even if you use heaven-level martial arts, I will still beat you. Golden Lion King. Huang Huifa shouted, and golden lightning covered his whole body. At the same time, his yellow hair actually stood up under the lightning. The muscles on his body became bulging, one piece after another, like stone, and looked very explosive. Such muscles are like the power of a dragon. It feels like he can break several mountains with one punch. Not only did the muscles change, Huang Huifa's fingernails began to grow longer, white fangs grew in his mouth, and a golden tail grew on his buttocks. In this way, he really looks like a ferocious lion. Feel the power of the emperor again. Huang Huifa stepped on the ground, and the ground instantly sank half a meter, and Huang Huifa's body went towards Chu Wei like a lion hunting. Chu Wei shook his arms, and a total of 6 slashing knives appeared on his 6 arms, and he instantly fought with Huang Huifa. Bang! Boom! Boom! Bang! Boom! Boom! The close-range battle between the two was like the collision of two steel machines. There was no excessive evasion, and the two people's attacks on each other were just hard resistance. Every time a blow hit the other side, sparks like forging iron would burst out, and the spiritual energy fluctuations during the fight were simply violent. The surrounding buildings, streets, and some cars that were close were all shaken into pieces by the violent spiritual energy fluctuations when the two fought. Boom! 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 The two of them rushed into a building, and the violent spiritual energy during the fight actually turned the entire building into a pile of steel fragments. The fight between the two was fierce. I didn't expect that after Chu Wei used the heavenly martial arts, he could actually fight against Huang Huifa, who was at the emperor level, to this extent. It was really surprising. The Lord of Tianhuan City had a solemn look in his eyes. Today, he saw Chu Wei's power with his own eyes. Super God System becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzk. Chapter 957. Heaven-level martial arts, they are indeed a good thing. The smile on the corner of the Hell Messenger's mouth became more obvious. He knew best how strong the Emperor's realm was. It could be said that the strength of the Emperor's strong men could not be matched by hundreds of kings and strong men put together. Because in addition to the powerful attack power of the powerful Emperor, there is also the defensive power of the domain. If you want to cause harm to the powerful Emperor, you must break the domain around you. However, the defense of that field is dozens or even 100 times that of a strong king. If you want to break such a field, you must have dozens or 100 times the attack power. This kind of attack power is simply not something that a strong person in the realm of kings can possess. However, this Chu Wei actually relied on heaven-level martial arts to fight to a draw with Protector Huang. This once again highlights how powerful Chu Wei's heaven-level martial arts is. This kid Chu Wei is really evil. I think he still has a lot of cards. It seems that it will only be a matter of time before Guardian Huang is defeated by him. The guess in the Hell Messenger's mind was that Chu Wei was victorious. But that's okay. I'll let Protector Huang use his own life to help me test out how many cards this kid has. This way, I will be more confident when I take action again. Ha ha ha. The Hell Messenger laughed wildly in his heart. He was really sitting on a mountain watching the fight between tigers, and later he would collect the remaining blood and pick off the heads. The domain power of the Emperor's realm is indeed good, but this battle should be over. Chu Wei, who was in the middle of the fight, snorted coldly, holding all the beheading knives on his 6 arms with his backhand, and then rushed forward with his whole body. In an instant, All the spectators saw 6 black rays of light formed by the beheading knives. 3 forms, aurora. The aurora rays flashed across Protector Wang's body in an instant, swish, 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 the light was like a cutting machine, and there were 6 more wounds on Protector Wang's body. How is it possible? I am a powerful emperor. How can I be defeated by a person in the realm of a king? This is impossible. Protector Wang's body popped, and turned into 6 pieces, leaving no intact body. Chu Wei had quick hands and eyes, and he grabbed Protector Wang's stored phone when he was dying. Breathe. There was heavy breathing all around. It turned out that besides the Hell Messenger and others, there were actually many spectators at the scene. After all, the movement just now was too great, and there are always people who are not afraid of death and curious. Crack! 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 A burst of loud applause sounded, and the Hell Messenger clapped his hands and said, "Yes, yes, he actually killed Protector Huang. What an amazing young man. The Hell Messenger is like a devil. Even if Protector Huang, who is in the same camp as him, dies, he doesn't care at all. It'll be your turn later." Chu Wei spoke calmly, and at the same time, Chu Wei put his hands behind his back and opened Huang Protector's space phone. As expected, there were a lot of resources in his phone. Chu Wei didn't care so much, he just took it out and absorbed it. Ding! The host takes the 6th level elixir and is rewarded with 10 points of spiritual energy crystals. The current spiritual energy crystals are 12,160 points/12800 points. The current king is at level 9. Waves of spiritual energy continued to pour into Chu Wei's body. Ha ha ha, it's my turn? You are too naive in my eyes, the Hell Messenger laughed. When you were fighting Protector Huang just now, I had already seen all your moves. Your heaven-level martial arts may be able to deal with Protector Huang, but if you use it to deal with me, it's just a trick you don't have. Because Protector Huang may be a powerful enemy in your eyes, but in my eyes, he is just trash. You work so hard to hit a piece of trash, but if you want to deal with me, you are still far behind. Super God System becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 958. Then what are you waiting for? Chu Wei said lightly. The Hell Messenger's eyes condensed, and he wanted to take action, but his eyes were only staring at Chu Wei. He wanted to see the panic of this young man, because only when a person is panicked, it means that the other party is afraid in his heart. If a person is not panicked, it means that the other party must have some means that have not been used yet, so he is not afraid. However, the young man in front of him had a calm expression on his face from beginning to end. Is he really sure that he can deal with himself? The Hell Messenger suddenly hesitated. Or he himself never thought that one day he would hesitate when he met a person in the king realm. What's wrong? Don't you dare to kill me? Are you afraid too? Chu Wei continued to speak lightly, while his hands behind his back were absorbing resources quickly. If he could not absorb the resources in an effective time and then enter the Emperor realm, then he would need to use his one-time trump card, the blank card, to deal with this Hell Messenger. This is definitely not what Chu Wei wants to use. What Chu Wei needs most now is to delay time. Ha ha ha, I will be afraid. I will be afraid of you. Don't think I don't know, you have already used all 3 styles, you don't have anything more powerful. The Hell Messenger said while watching the changes on Chu Wei's face. As long as Chu Wei showed fear, he would kill him immediately. Then what are you waiting for? My life is here, it depends on whether you dare to take it. Chu Wei's expression was still calm. Chu Wei was no longer the flower in the school. He also knew that the other party was really testing him, so he had to stay calm. This was the first time Chu Wei encountered such a treacherous opponent as the Hell Messenger. However, it was precisely because the Hell Messenger was treacherous that Chu Wei had time to absorb resources continuously. Ding. The host absorbed a number of resource spirit medicines, and was rewarded with 300 spiritual crystals. The current spiritual crystals are 12,460 points/12800 points. The current king level 9. Only 340 points left, Chu Wei whispered to himself. No, why do I feel that this kid's aura is getting stronger and stronger? The Hell Messenger in the distance began to feel something was wrong. The air around Chu Wei began to vibrate, which was a sign that the spiritual energy in his body was getting stronger and stronger, and he was about to enter the Emperor realm. Good boy, you are so brave, you dare to secretly absorb resources in front of me. Do you want to enter the Emperor realm directly? You are delusional. The Hell Messenger roared, and was also very surprised in his heart. Most people would find a place where no one was to advance quietly when they were promoted, but this young man was good. He actually absorbed spiritual medicine resources directly in the battle to advance. He wanted to kill himself immediately after the promotion. You die. The Hell Messenger immediately took action, and the black power formed countless shuriken-like things, and went directly to Chu Wei. There were many black shurikens, and his goal was not to really rely on this trick to kill Chu Wei, but to rely on a large-scale attack to interrupt Chu Wei's continued absorption of resources. If Chu Wei really entered the Emperor realm, then death would definitely be waiting for him. Chu Wei possessed the devouring power and heaven-level martial arts, and his physical strength was terrifyingly strong. The reason why he dared to look down on Chu Wei was entirely because Chu Wei was one level lower than him. If Chu Wei also entered the Emperor realm, relying on Chu Wei's powerful strength, he already felt that Chu Wei would definitely be able to beat him directly. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 959. He felt a strong sense of danger. Poof. 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 The range of those countless shurikens was too great. 3 of them hit Chu Wei, and the rest were blocked. Chu Wei's wound was bleeding, but Chu Wei was still absorbing resources. At the same time, the space around Chu Wei became more and more turbulent, and it was obvious that he was about to enter the realm of the Emperor. Boy, stop it. The Hell Messenger sounded a little panicked for the first time. With a wave of his hand, black supernatural powers formed monsters like evil spirits that filled the sky to attack Chu Wei. 100 ghosts are born. Those evil ghosts were like those coming out of hell. There were so many that Chu Wei could not completely avoid them. However, Chu Wei relied on his strong defense to resist, and then continued to absorb resources. Damn it, stop it. Tianji Ghost Hand. The Hell Messenger roared, and his right hand became huge, twice the size of a normal arm. The arm was dark, with green blood veins spreading on it. It looked particularly terrifying, really like the hand of an evil ghost. The messenger of hell moved his body and moved towards the chest on Chu Wei's back as fast as possible. Absorbed the most critical moment, Chu Wei's eyes turned cold. Then he gave up his defense and absorbed it with all his strength. Bump. The ghost hand hit Chu Wei's back hard, sag, Chu Wei's back immediately sunk, and his whole body was deformed. At the same time, a mouthful of blood spurted out from his mouth, and his whole body hit the ground directly. With a sound of boom, the whole ground shook, as if a sinkhole had been knocked out of the ground. It was so terrifying. Ha 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 ha. Boy, you are so crazy. In order to advance, you actually took a hard blow from me. Do you think you still have a chance to advance? You were hit by my attack, and now all the spiritual energy in your body has been dispersed by me. Even an emperor and a strong man will die from this attack. This time, you underestimated my attack. Ha ha ha. If Chu Wei had chosen to dodge the blow just now and not continue to absorb resources, then Chu Wei would not have ended up where he is now. I told you, you are still too young. It's a pity that you don't have a chance to come back. The Hell Messenger laughed wildly. He was confident in his attack. This difficult boy was successful this time. Chu Wei. Jin Moer called softly in the distance, but this time she did not panic. After all, she had been with Chu Wei for a long time. She felt that Chu Wei would not be so stupid. If he could not withstand the opponent's attack, Chu Wei would definitely dodge just now. Are you still defeated? The Lord of Tianhuan City, who was also far away, was a little disappointed. He did not want the Hell Messenger to win, and at the same time, he wanted the Hell Messenger to die more than anyone else. He hoped that someone could avenge his wife, but now it seemed that Chu Wei was still too young. In fact, he could have avoided the blow just now. Chu Wei was still too impatient. In order to advance, he actually chose to resist, and now he was defeated by the Messenger of Hell. What a pity! The Lord of Tianhuan City looked at the Hell Messenger with clenched fists. Especially when he saw the other party's proud smile, he remembered that his wife was occupied, and he wanted to bite him. But he didn't have Chu Wei's courage. He was just a king, and he didn't dare to resist the other party. Is the battle over? It seems so. This is really an exciting battle. Yes, someone actually advanced in the battle. This is the first time I have seen it in all my years. Me too. It seems that this person just wanted to kill his opponent after promotion, but his opponent saw his intention and was killed. When the surrounding spectators saw Chu Wei making no movement in the pit, they already thought that the battle was over. Super God System becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 960. No, it won't end like this. Chu Wei hasn't lost yet. Just when everyone in the audience thought that Chu Wei had lost, there was only one person who firmly believed that Chu Wei would not lose like this, and that person was Jin Moer. Boom! In the pit, the young man who had been mentioned as being unpopular suddenly stood up. The people around him all had dumbfounded faces, because although the young man in their eyes stood up, his back was still concave. In other words, although Chu Wei stood up, in the eyes of everyone, he was seriously injured. It's a pity that you couldn't kill me with this punch. Chu Wei, who was in the eyes of everyone, smiled and said a faint word. How is that possible? How could your defense be so strong? That punch just now would have killed even a person in the Emperor's realm. How could you still be alive? The Hell Messenger's pupils shrank. Is this young man a devil? Why would an ordinary person die long ago, but he would not die? Not only am I alive, but I have also advanced. Chu Wei's physical body was originally much stronger than that of ordinary people. Later, after going through physical strength, half-dragon body constitution, and various tempers of the soul-burning fire, Chu Wei's current physical body was seriously injured, but it was extremely difficult to be completely destroyed. As soon as Chu Wei finished speaking, a strong gust of wind appeared around his whole body. The wind was so strong that it was like a tornado. From a distance, it seemed to be rushing into the sky. The surrounding houses, streets, and cars were all involved in the tornado. For a moment, the scene around Chu Wei was very scary. Okay, what a powerful force, the mayor of Tianhuan City was shocked. Not only was this Chu Wei not dead, but he was also promoted. This. The Hell Messenger's eyes were completely panicked. I don't believe it, I can't kill you. The Hell Messenger moved his body again, waving his ghost hand and killed Chu Wei directly. If he couldn't kill Chu Wei now, he would definitely die later. He will definitely be beaten by Chu Wei after promotion. Go to hell. The Hell Messenger's ghost hand rushed directly into the tornado. His ghost hand was like a devil's claw, grabbing Chu Wei's head directly, trying to crush Chu Wei's head. But the next second, a faint smile appeared on the corner of Chu Wei's mouth, and at the same time, the violent tornadoes around him disappeared. They appeared just now entirely because when Chu Wei was promoted, the spiritual energy in his body rioted, and they formed violent winds and appeared around him. But with their disappearance, it means that Chu Wei has completely entered the realm of the Emperor, and he has been able to fully control the power in his body that has become several times stronger. Looking at the ghost hand in front of him that he could not resist before, Chu Wei raised the corners of his eyes lightly, and then casually stretched out a hand with a devouring power surrounding it. Touch, he blocked the huge ghost hand in an understatement. Your strength is too weak, what? Didn't you have breakfast today? Chu Wei could feel that the strength in Fang Gui's hands was too ordinary for him now. Damn it, you actually entered the realm of the Emperor. At this moment, the Hell Messenger felt that Chu Wei's hand was clamping him tightly like an iron pliers, making it impossible for him to break free. But don't be too arrogant. Even if you enter the realm of the Emperor, I am still 5 levels higher than you. It is not certain who will live and who will die. The Hell Messenger covered his ghost hands with all his powers. The powers formed runes like evil ghosts on his hands, making his entire arm look full of weird power. Blessed by all ghosts, Devil's Hand.